Hey everybody, Richter Knives here, episode number 44. What's happening? So, it's been a long time since we've done a tabletop like this. I thought it'd be neat to try it again. And I've got to talk about these knives here. I've been wanting to do a video on this one particular knife. I've talked about it in my car on videos. It's not the same. I had the car videos. It's kind of the lunch thing where you just don't have time, but you want to pump out another video. You don't want to stop creating content, but I want to like dig into this. You know what I'm saying? Let's take our time, get out the popcorn, get out the zero sugar Dr. Pepper. You know what I'm saying? Let's talk about it. So, what are we going to talk about? We're going to talk about the Sod Buster Jr. Now, the reason I want to talk about this is because I had an opinion. And just like every other human being in the history of mankind, my opinions change. My opinion was, in the, I guess, recent past, that number one, I really didn't care for the Sod Buster Jr. because I had this knife. This knife right here was my first Sod Buster. No, I take that back. I had a yellow CV version of the case Sod Buster Jr. and it was it was just underwhelming to me. I never really fell in love with it because I got this about the same time. And, I really didn't even care for this one when I first got it. I think I told y'all that. But it fell on the rocks and I ended up sanding it. And, it got beat up. See the little dings here, dings here. It was pretty bad off just from one little fall on white rock. It also had blade wrap, which I sharpened out. But this right here is a stinking cool knife. I watched Randy Johnson with his green one, right? He has the 01 Tool Steel green micarta 71 GC, and I fell in love with it. Bought this one, and I didn't like the color and the blade wrap. So this was underwhelming to me as well. But I liked it better than the Sod Buster Jr. in Yellow Delrin. Since then, I've changed my mind because I've used this. Can you tell? This bad boy runs red lights at TINER Town. It don't care. This thing is a TINER champion. I've never seen another pocket knife with this much character. This has been having grease, dirt, mud. Really don't matter. This thing has been through the ringer. It's had leather dye on it. It's cut many a weed eater string. And I like it. I've grown to love it. But there's a couple of things that I never really did care for. I kind of wish it changed, and it could easily change with just a mod. You know what I'm saying? Spend a little bit of money and get it modified. These handles to me are way too thick. I'm more of a thin handle feller. This is my tribal lock, my case tribal lock. You see how thin that is compared. This is more pocketable to me. And this bad boy is running red lights at TINER Town too. Just don't care. Love it. We're not talking about this though. Anywho's, this one right here, I like now. I love it actually. This is probably my most used knife out of all my collection, besides that first old timer that I had. And, you know, very cool. So my opinion was I didn't like the Sod Buster Jr. Really didn't like this either, but I've grown to love it. But I got a bone Sod Buster Jr. And it's the chestnut bone, which I don't have right now because I've actually sent it off and I've done a thing. Okay, I'm about to change it up. I'm modding it, so I'll show you that. But also got this one. This one, you may have seen a video I had on this one or two. This is the S35 VN case. S35 VN. Yep. BH137 USA. This has buffalo horn covers, which I think look really gorgeous, honestly. Anyway, I like the bone one. It was thin. This one's not very thin. This one's actually really closer to this one. Yeah, see, it's a little thinner. It's a little shorter to the GEC compared. See? And if you pull the blade out, and I love that half stop. There's a couple of things I'm going to talk about this and that I really like. So let's do this. You see the difference? So it's a little bit shorter. This one has some fit and finish issues, and I said I was going to send it back to case, but a guy's busy, and I just haven't had the time to fill out anything or do whatever it takes to send one back. I've never sent a case back, but it's got the lazy close. See, watch. Really didn't show you what I'm trying to show you. Your pocket knife should not do that. See what I'm saying? It's kind of dangerous. Anyway, I'm going to end up doing something with this. But what I was trying to say is I like the bone ones now because they were thinner. And they actually look better, you know what I'm saying, than that yellow Delrin. So, you know, I seen they came out with colors like blue, green, on the synthetic handles. And I like the red one. And I went to go look at a red one at a pawn shop. And that thing was dual. The covers were dual. They were pretty. They weren't pretty. They were just chalky looking. I don't know how to explain it. And then I asked to look at the knife. The very first thing I seen was it was touching the liner. The blade was touching the liner way off center. And I'm like, no, I don't want that. And lo and behold, Jersey sends me this. Jersey Knife Guy sends me this, the same exact one that I wanted. Look at the centering on that. Bam! Hey, listen. I promise y'all, this is not dookie hands. You leather guys know I'm a little self-conscious about this brown dye on my hands, but it won't come off for 3 or 4 days. Anyways, I promise you, it's just leather dye. But getting back to what I was saying, he sent me and I think 3 or 4 other guys, one of these YouTubers, and hold on a second, let me wipe this plate off. But if you want to talk about TINER Town, look at TINER Town. This thing takes a patina like nobody's business. Look at that. My Lord. That is just a gorgeous patina. And I didn't do anything special to get this patina. People ask me all the time, what do you do to your knives? You ain't just cutting an apple. Well, honestly, no, I cut a lemon and an apple with this so far. Cut lemons and probably about 4 apples with it. Cut a tomato and a bunch of, what do you call it? Thread. A couple other things, I can't remember. Anywho, I've been carrying this the most. This is the most carried thing since I've got it. And I've changed my mind about the synthetic. Why? Because number one, I like the red one. I like the red. It looks almost reddish orange, like Chevy orange. And everybody knows I'm a Chevy guy. Whatever. I hear you Ford folks over there. Man, I love this knife. And the centering, you seen it was perfect. The termination is just dead on. It's got a little bit of gap right there, but man, that is nothing. This knife right here is solid. The snap on it, walk and talk, is just dead on. It's not like that black one. See? Anyways, I said all that to say this. I flipping love this knife now. Okay? Somebody asked me, I was on a live on RJ's live. I believe it was yesterday. Might have been yesterday. I get my days mixed up because I work so much. But somebody asked me, what's your favorite pattern of traditional knife? And I said the Viper, GC Viper, or the Swayback. And if you look at my sticker here, my logo for my YouTube channel, there it is right there, 47 Viper. Even has the hot dog shield, right? Now, I love me some Viper. I'm telling you the truth. I'm telling you. But I'm one of them humans, you know what I mean, that could change his mind at any time. And somebody also said, I would have thought that it would have been the Sod Buster. And immediately, when they said that, I thought to myself, you know what? I think it might have took over. It might have took over the Swayback Jack, because I really, since I've gotten this knife here, even though I love the chestnut bone, and even though I had that black one you just seen right here, even though I had that, and it kind of disappointed me because of the fit and finish issues with it, even though that happened, this one revitalized and even boosted my love for the Sod Buster Jr. And it's happened to be super duper popular here lately with YouTubers in the community of slip joints and traditionals. You know what I'm saying? Now, there's all kind of channels out there with the flippers and the modern folders and, you know, all that stuff. The traditional folks, mostly, and I'm one of those. I put myself in that category, even though I still like, you know, modern folders. That this is very popular. It's gaining. I bet you Case is, you know, selling these things hand over fist. It's probably, besides the Trapper, probably their best seller. I could be wrong about that. But tell me what's wrong with this knife. Tell me this is not a good EDC knife. When I use this every single day, that's not too thick to me anymore. For some reason, why did I think that? I don't know. But it feels good in my hand, right? I could choke up very easily. It fills my hand. And just look at the blade. Now, I'm telling carbon steel case. Y'all are needing to put out some more carbon steel because, man, this is so good. This is so good. It's like a joy to sharpen. It's a joy to strop. It's a joy to use. Look at the patina that's gotten on this thing. Patiner, patiner, patiner. You got to say it 3 stinking times when you hold this knife. Look. Or it ain't even real TINER if you don't say it 3 times. That's ridiculous. It's beautiful. And I've had this a little over a week. Come on, let me show you something. Now, you know, that's got a little more TINERs. But look at these. Is this one so much further ahead than this one? I think it's ahead, but not by very much. Not by very much. And if you ask me to build my very own EDC exactly how I wanted it, I could have the covers I want, I could have it the way I want, the blade I want, the handles I want. Let me tell you what I'm going to get. I'm going to get a Sod Buster Jr. No joking. Sod Buster Jr. And last night I was on the Instagrams and I seen this Sod Buster Jr. and it had thinned out cross-cut micarta scales. It had a half stop. Now these don't have half stops, but this one on the Instagram did. My mouth opened. Then I seen it had a stinking lanyard hole. I'm talking about a Sod Buster Jr. brass hardware. And I thought to myself, my Lord, that's got to be the perfect EDC pocket knife, in my opinion. Because this one's right on up there. Right on up there. It's light. You can hold it well. It cuts well. It's got a lot of belly. It's got that forward edge. Just looks like a shark or something. It's just tough as nails, especially for a slip joint. Look how pretty it is. It's ridiculous. And I mean, I've taken my bone, chestnut bone, and some of y'all are gonna think I'm crazy, but I sent it to that guy to make it just like the one that I seen on Instagram that's had the cross-cut micarta scales, the half stop. He's gonna add a half stop to it and a lanyard hole with brass hardware, all the stuff that I want for my perfect EDC. And it cost me the same thing it did to just buy this one that I was disappointed with. I'm telling you, I can't wait to get it. When I get it, I want to make a video of it because I'm super duper excited. I wasn't even going to say anything about it, but I'm so excited about it, I can't even hold it in. It's not that often where you get a knife and you just think that's the one. You know what I'm saying? But this is going to be the one. And mostly, it has a lot to do with this knife right here. Because I fell back in love with the Sod Buster Jr. Even though I wasn't falling out of love with it. And I like my bone Sod Buster Jr. And I may be talking out both sides of my mouth, but I just fell even more in love, I guess, with this knife. Jersey, thank you for this knife. I'm going to say this right here on video. This is one of the coolest things that anybody's ever done for me. And I've had a lot of people give me things. Erica's EDC gave me 2 knives, and I was like over the moon about it. And I still am. And I carry them and love both of those knives. And this one, Jersey. You outdone yourself, man, because he even said, you said in one of your videos that you didn't like it. I hope you like it. And man, as soon as I opened the box, this one just, you know, I don't even have words to describe how cool I think this is and how good of a carry it is. I could literally, and I don't want to do this, and I won't do this, but if it came down to it, this could be my only knife. It really could. It really could be my only knife. And if you are looking for a pocket knife and you don't need a collection or anything like that, you just want a good pocket knife, go get you one of these. Carbon steel. Man, I'm telling you, made right here in the good old US of A, the greatest country to ever be in existence in the history of mankind. Looky there. Ridiculous. And the cool thing about this thing is, look what I get to carry it in. Oh, Georgia Venture, EDC Leatherworks. Look how good that matches. This thing is cool. I pull this thing out at work and people are like, hey, let me see that. That's cool. That is very cool. And like I said before, these coffin slips, I don't see how he makes enough. I don't know how he even, they must be flying off the shelves. He must sell these like more faster than he could make them. But because look how cool it is. It looks rustic and everything else. Man. And it's just the right size for this old Sod Buster Jr. And just the right color. When I got this, I knew it was going to go right in here. Right in there. Man, 22 minutes into this video. Can you believe it? And I'm just rambling. Beautiful. Beautiful again. TINER Town, right there. And right there. Man, I'm just so tickled to death. And depending on how this Sod Buster Jr. comes back to me, I'm going to probably send this one off to get redone because it's got so many fit and finish issues. I'd love to have a half stop on it. I'd love for it to close correctly. And there's folks out there that know how to do this, where it'll snap. Also, they can fix this issue right here where this liner's taller. See? So, I may do that. But we'll see. I'm not rich. I've probably spent more money on knives this week than I probably should have. I didn't, you know, just love these things, man. But look at this. I can't say look at this enough. Would you look at it? Beautiful. Get you a Sod Buster Jr. Get it, put it in a slip, preferably a Richter slip. Even one of these JO Ventures has some pretty cool slips too. I'm gonna show you one real quick. Hold on, I got it right here. Here's this electric knife that I'm gonna do a video on, and he made this thing. And look at the gorgeous dye job he did on that. With the button. All that. Great job, bud. Great job. You even put the lightning on there because it's an electrician knife. I'll do a video on that too. That's been passed around and it's made its way to me. So if you don't like the Junior, get you one of these here biggins. This one's a vintage case. Sod Buster. And this one is in stainless steel. And this is the 65 to 69 flavor. And that's a beast. Full grip. Look at this. You could even put two hands on this bad boy. Chop down a ding-dang tree with this thing. But I'm going to put this to use. I did sharpen the edge on this because I plan on using it. I sharpened the edge in this bed. I need paper. Anybody got some paper? Nope, you ain't got no paper. I'll have to bring some paper on my next video and show you how sharp this is. Because goodness. Case knew what they was doing back in the day. Now it looks like they still know what they're doing, I'm telling you. A lot of people hate on Case. But I'm going to tell you something about them. They make a good pocket knife. They really do make a good pocket knife right here in the good old US of A. And, you know, there's a dud here and there in a lot of places. But I think, you know, for the most part, if you want a good pocket knife, you can go to Case and get you one. You can. You know how I know? Because I have them. I own them. I could show you a bunch of Case knives I own that are perfect fit and finish. I mean, literally perfect. Perfect. Not a gap. Not a nothing. Not no blade wobble. Perfect. So, that being said, I talked plenty enough. We're 26 minutes into this thing. I just want to show you all these. Talk about this Sod Buster Jr. revitalization. And I'm going to go ahead and say it now. The Sod Buster Jr. I think it's taken over the Viper as my favorite pattern. And I don't want one from anybody. Because I know there's some cheaper versions out there and some different versions. This is my preference. Case, Sod Buster Jr. and the GEC 71. I still want a green one. I'm going to get me a green one. Because sooner or later, this blade's going to disappear. It's going to be invisible. So, hey, thanks for watching my videos. Hit the like button, subscribe button right there, right down below. It's the red one, right? Also, share my videos. Tell all your buddies. Tell your crush. Tell your friends. Tell your mom and them. Watch Richter Knives. He's got cool knives. And, hey, get you a cold drink. Sit down and watch a few videos if you missed them. I got a full playlist. So, I want to thank my sponsor, Dr. Pepper, Zero Sugar. And say hi to all you YouTubers out there that's been so kind to me. RJ, Big J, man, all y'all. Erica, Randy. Hey, thank y'all so much. And thanks for everybody that watches, subscribe to my videos, comments. Hey, leave a comment. I love those comments. I keep reading them and I like talking with y'all. Also, hit me up on Instagram at Richter_knives. Hey, let's chat knives. This is Sod Buster Jr., my favorite pattern. Richter, out.